Hello, Slicey Dicers. This is Brian with another knife review for you. Today, we have the Spyderco Paramilitary 2 Knifecenter exclusive, which is Cruwear steel and slick G10 handles. That's what differentiates it from your average PM2. This is not going to be a full review because I've done so many reviews of the PM2, and a whole lot of that applies to this one. So there will be links down below if you want to see reviews of other PM2s that I've had that are more full reviews. My little ode to the PM2 where I had a couple cool ones and did a little video. Yeah, there's going to be a whole bunch of stuff down there about that if you want to know all the nitty gritty about the PM2. We're going to talk just about what makes this one different. As I said, it is a Knifecenter exclusive. What does that mean? That means it is not a sprint run. A sprint run means one run, done. They make 500 pieces, whatever, it's gone. An exclusive just means that retailer or distributor are the only people that can order it. For example, the S35 VN with the brown handle PM2 was a distributor exclusive. That's actually back. It was on Mass Drop the other day. I think it might still be up there if you want to check that out. And it's coming back again. So what that means is once they run out, they can order more later if they want to. So it's not a guaranteed full production knife, but if there's enough demand, they can keep ordering them. I will say for this one specifically, this is the second batch. I was told over the phone by someone who I'm not sure if this person was supposed to say it or not, so I'm not going to say their name. When I ordered this one, I called to make sure because I saw the delivery date or estimated ship date, and I said, "Is that right?" This person said, "Yep." We ordered 300 of them. They sold out super quick. We ordered in some more, and probably as long as we keep selling them, we'll keep ordering them. That's no guarantee, but that's how it kind of is with an exclusive. I'm only telling that story just to give you an idea of how an exclusive works. As long as they keep selling them, they have the right to keep ordering them. And I really hope they keep ordering this, and I can't see why they wouldn't, because you're getting Cruwear, this unique handle material, which some people don't like. I really like it, but we'll get into that later. $156. Not bad at all. That's really good. That is cheaper than my full production S110V, which I still maintain, if you're going to buy a PM2 in full production status, for full production, this S110V Blurple is still the best value. I think that's a much better value than the $30-something S30V black handle one. I think this is still a better value in production. But if you can get your hands on these when they're available with exclusives, they're available, then they're not, then they are again, then they're not. If you can get your hands on one of these, this is probably the best value PM2 you can buy right now, period. Just period. It's Cruwear, which is a super steel, so is S110V, but this is like, Cruwear is like not that common. It's almost like an exotic steel. I don't know what to call it. It does have its downsides. Downside being that it is not fully is not fully stainless. It will corrode. It will get some marks on it. This is not my first Cruwear knife. I have a Manix 2 carbon fiber handle with Cruwear, which I carry a fair amount, and I live in upstate New York, which is not the most humid environment in the world, but definitely not the driest. Never had a problem. My Manix 2, it was also owned by a guy in New York City for a while, and it has nothing on it. It's a little more rust prone than D2, like that much more rust prone than D2. It's not as bad as like Maximat or M4, which I in my experience anyway, do require a bit more maintenance than Cruwear. I'll admit that I've only handled a Spyderco Cruwear, because Spyderco is really one of the only companies that really is using it in fairly large numbers. They do a whole lot of their knives in Cruwear sprints and exclusives and stuff. So I like Cruwear. It holds an edge forever. Excellent edge retention and not super hard to sharpen. It's easier than this S110V, which is 100% corrosion resistant. So that's, well, 100%, whatever their percentage is. It is definitely a stainless steel. And I find Cruwear to be, while neither of them are a dream to sharpen by any means, I do find Cruwear to be a little bit easier than S110V. So comparing between these two, this is a little easier to sharpen. You just got to keep an eye on it. Keep it clean. That's all I really do with my Cruwear. I do oil it occasionally when I think about it, but it's kind of just put a light coating of like mineral oil on it just to be safe. But really, I just keep it clean. Just if I cut something that I know is gonna be gross on it, I keep it clean, and I don't cut like, you know, I don't do any food prep with it, because food is that, like, acids from food is the number one thing if you have a non-stain or a non-stainless blade. Acids from food will mess stuff up quick. Just don't use this for that. I've got other stuff to do that. But some people intentionally put patinas on them, and they look awesome. If you're that guy and you just want it to be patinaed so you don't have to worry about it, do it. It looks cool, definitely, for sure. So the Cruwear is the main difference, in my opinion, and for $156 for Cruwear, that is so cheap. Like I've said, Spyderco has done a bunch of knives with Cruwear and sprints and limiteds and stuff and exclusives, but this is one of the cheapest, and it's on one of their best designs. So I think $156 Cruwear is an automatic buy, but that's up to you. Now the other big difference are these slick G10 handles, and they are slick. You can see it looks like it's patterned, but it is not. Like, you can't feel that at all. Let me see if I can get it good between the two. This is the Blurple, but the black G10 is the exact same pattern. So you can see, like, this has some traction to it. This does not. Now, this has been a bit of a controversy, but I don't really see why. I've heard some people say, oh, it's too slippery. Okay, it is slippery. I don't think it's crazy slippery. And having owned G10, you know, regular G10 PM2s, which aren't super grippy in the first place. They're grippy, but they're not crazy. It's not like cold steel grippy. And having owned an S35 VN with some custom slicker than this carbon scales that I put on it, never been a problem. It just, if you're holding a PM2 the way that the lesser gods intended, it's fine. I mean, you're locked in. The grippiness of it only matters if you're really like in the pouring rain, you know, or cutting up stuff that's gonna excrete liquids. That's about the only time that it really matters that much. I mostly use a PM2 choked up like this, and you're so locked in with that cool jimping and stuff that you just don't need it. It's just it's nice to have the grippy G10, but it's not required, and it slides in and out of your pocket super easy. You will see I did make a modification to this. This is an MXG Gear deep carry pocket clip. I honestly put it on because it looks good, and I had one. The PM2 does not carry low, and this is the pocket clip it came with, actually. I mean, it's on, but it's the same exact pocket clip. You can see it does carry fairly high, but on a PM2 on a knife this size, I'm not really dying to make it super discreet anyway. I've got other knives for that if I want to do that. But I had this, and I put it on, and it looks cool. And it does make it super discreet to carry. And again, whether it's the stock clip or this clip with this slick G10, slides in and out of the pocket super easy. Not a thick knife in the first place. Yeah, I really do like it. Another thing that I liked about this, so Spyderco will swear up and down on their mother's grave that they don't do this, but exclusives and sprints, I think they put just a smidge more effort into the quality on them. Not that there's a big deal, but I mean, this is a production one. After a while, it developed blade centering off a little bit, and the action on it is good. But when I have my S35 exclusive, it dropped better. Same story with this. It drops better. I mean, it's just, as I screw up flicking it because the camera's in my way, it just drops. I think the action on this is just that tiny bit better. You know, blade centering is perfect. We'll see how that holds up. This is a fairly new knife, so we'll see. But yeah, I think that every sprint or exclusive Spyderco I've handled was just a smidge better. My Cruwear Carbon Manix 2 was just a smidge better than the regular S30V version. So that's another thing you get for your $156, if you believe my conspiracy theory. If you're a tinfoil hatter like me, and you think they put a bit more effort into the exclusives and the sprints, then yeah, get an exclusive or a sprint, just because I do believe they put just a tiny bit more effort into it. So yeah, I think that's kind of my conclusion here. I'm not, like I said, it's not a full review. I just wanted to talk about this particular version. You can watch this, and then I would suggest you tag on my full S110V long-term review is probably my better one. Watch the long-term review if you just want to know more about the PM2 in general. And if you want to go down a rabbit hole, my whole little love letter to the PM2. People call it the ultimate EDC. I'm not prepared to say that. I have other stuff I like just as much. I don't have much that I like more, though. So maybe it is the ultimate EDC. Who knows? Iconic Spyderco design, now with some really cool touches. $156, guys. This is, what does that come out to? I can't do math. It's like 25 bucks more than a regular old S30V G10 black PM2 like everybody has. Why would you buy that? Buy this when you can. Go to Knifecenter, check it out. I've been Brian. Hope you guys have a good one. Talk to you later.